mean, if it's not comfortable, none of it matters, you know?
Yeah. I gotta feel confident before I commit, so.
Yeah, and so, you know, but because the track conditions are different,
yeah,
and it's cold, and your tires are cold, you know, it's going to take a while to kind of get everything kind of warmed up and at its peak. Plus, we have some, you know, kind of tricky conditions here. So you kind of have to be doubly vigilant to not push so hard, but then also kind of hold back, you know, kind of hold back a little bit until you're confident that everything's at its peak.
Yeah, I'll feel the car.
Okay,
First couple laps.
Here we go.
This guy's quick.
He's very fast. I rode with him yesterday. That car's got a lot of, it's got a lot of grunt.
Yeah.
Crazy. That might have been the guy I was with last time.
That's a hazard too. Get some of that on your tire. It's changes the dynamics a bit.
Yes, it does.
People already started going off, huh?
Sorry?
Mud tracks.
Yeah, that was the same guy I was with last time.
Okay.
Something wrong. I think there's something wrong with his car. I think it's broken.
Oh, really? What is he driving?
He's got one of the old fast lane school cars, and it feels like there's something broken in the rear end, because, I mean, he was not even on the power coming out of that corner there, and the thing just went around. was a lot better.
Thank you. Starting to feel it.
Yep. Wait. Now go.
Turn in later?
A little bit later.
Okay.
Way better, Ben. Way better.
Thank you. Yeah, that was my problem corner the whole time. The braking point on that.
Yep.
Practice makes perfect, I guess.
Oh, no, you're doing great,
Getting
man.
there. All right. It's pretty slick coming out of that.
It's real slick there for some reason. That was really much better down that back straight. Really good.
Okay, so not enough exit speed coming out of what?
The last corner.
Yeah.
That one's called Sunrise.
Sunrise. Okay.
Yeah. So on the lap before, your exit speed was a little higher, and so that's why we actually drew him in so far.
Yeah. Get the momentum coming out.
Correct. We're not racing. I mean, it's real tempting to try and stay with this guy.
Yeah.
But drive your race.
Okay.
Watch your marks and don't watch his.
All right. I knew he was fast from watching his line to learn from him, but
no,
I need to.
You've sped up since yesterday. That's why you're closing the gap.
It's also wet. He's got pretty worn down tires on his.
Way slicker than it looks.
Yeah.
Okay, we want to get past this BMW before the kink if we can. goes straighter.
Okay. Gain a little bit of speed.
Yeah.
All right.
And then back on the back straightaway, we want to be real careful because it's all wet out on the left.
All right.
Passing.
Yeah.
Remember to wait at the top of the hill. There you go now.
Okay, and then
Feel how much flatter the car is?
what's that?
The car was much more stable going across the top of the hill.
Yeah, okay. So before you gotta wait and put on the throttle, you're saying.
Yeah, you're turning, it's almost perfectly level when you get to the top of the hill.
All right.
Wait a little later on here before turn in. Go.
Okay. Just because it's so slick, yeah?
Much smoother, much faster.
Yeah.
No breaking of the wheels.
Yeah, I need to go a little bit slower through that corner, I think.
Yep. Yeah. Slow in, fast out.
All right. So I still don't understand Phil Hill yet. But you want the car to be neutral, like flat, so no steering input coming over the hill? Are you turning into the hill and then straightening out over the crest?
I'm going up the hills in a straight line. Staying to the right.
So you want to rotate before the corner?
Red flag. Is that red? No, sorry, yellow.
Oh.
So his vest.
Yeah, you can see the little no passing. Yep.
No, we're good. I thought it was a red flag.
Okay.
Because it was
Thanks
going
for
red
looking out.
flags. But yeah, you come up the hill and then you turn, and when you're turning around, when you're at the apex, you should be already heading in the right direction,
Okay.
and the car should be perfectly level. And then here, just because it's so slick, you wait and then turn in, and now you can apply the throttle a little more gradually and have more speed.
Yeah, I think I pick up a little bit of that mud on my rear tires probably coming in, and then
yes, and it's already super slick there. That's why I spun with the last guy there.
okay.
For some reason or another, it's, there's some seepage in there that you can't see or something. So that's a full course yellow, right? 2 yellow flags.
So that means safety on track?
Could be, not necessarily,
Okay.
but could be. White flag would be safety vehicle on track.
All right.
Back off because we're going to have too many cars to pass and get stuck behind them for like a couple laps probably.
Okay.
Or at least one lap. We're behind some of these cars. But also when you're doing full course cautions, you're always looking ahead to that next flag station to see if they're still showing the flags. Because if not, it's go time.
All right.
Okay, so he's still got them on.
Stopping, there's no red.
No, I just think there's somebody's going real slow.
Yeah, extra caution. All right.
Banked a little bit,
yeah,
right at the crest, and so you can take advantage of that if you get the apex just right.
Are you going? You're hitting the apex still? Not going wide on the apex?
If that's what you want to do,
Okay.
you want to be, basically you're extending this straightaway.
All right. Make it as straight as you can.
So I guess said a different way, it would be that rather than hitting the apex going this way down the hill, you're hitting the apex going that way down the hill. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So your angle is slightly pointed, so you're pointed away from the outside of the corner more. is what you're
More,
saying.
correct.
Okay. So really angle the car first on that compression.
Correct.
All right. Yeah, I think I understand the concept. It's probably gonna take some practice to get that.
It's well, everything is learned, you know. It's
yeah,
just
yeah, muscle memory.
it's not all intuitive.
So put the yellow flags away, it looks like.
Yeah, well, you might want to drive through the pits or something to give yourself
alright.
some space, or else try and get past all these cars really fast. We can have a lot of alone time.
Yeah.
Just let them go. Well, there's green, so we're good to go. Just keep going. This will also let the cars out front spread apart so that we don't have to pick off 8 of them at once, you know?
Yep. Rather do one at a time if I can.
Better.
So rotate later, you're saying?
Yes, or turn earlier, or turn later, and square the corner off a little more.
Okay, I gotcha. A lot of traffic up there still.
There he is. That's your brother-in-law.
Yeah. He's having fun.
He's playing with his brake points too.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth passing anybody.
No.
Same thing, I think.
Yeah, it was still a little early.
Okay. You gotta get the marker.
Yeah.
With yellow stripes.
That means there's oil on the track or some debris on the track, and that's probably your brother-in-law's mud right on the line.
Yeah, okay.
So that's probably what that was.
Yeah, it was, looks like there's a little bank right before I used to turn in.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to feel if that bank helps at all, but it seems like it is way early.
There you go.
Yeah. And this one is tricky. Trying to get a feel.
Yeah.
Black flag.
You got black flag?
Yep.
Okay.
I think. Double check on this.
So
you did it right behind me, so.
Sorry?
You did it right behind me.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if there's nobody behind me, but. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they're not black flagging us, they're black flagging everybody.
All right.
Just go around slowly and come into the pits.
Got it.
This is a good opportunity to work on lines. Because even at low speed, when you get that apex right on Phil Hill, even at low speed, you feel it.
All right.
Wait, now go.
I see. Right.
The car doesn't want to push out.
Yeah, so it's like you feel your suspension kind of load up and then it rebounds and you're kind of flat.
You're very stable at that point.
Yeah.
You're totally unloaded, but you're at the crest of the hill, so don't get too crazy. But
yeah,
because the car does get light there, but it felt really stable right there.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, you kind of feel like you float over in a way.
Exactly.
So I guess it's going to take me a while to get used to how much grip you actually have going into that.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think I could really rotate it like that, but
no, this car,
yeah,
it's got it.
Yeah.
This is a really spectacular car, I gotta say.
Yeah. Have you driven one yet?
No.
Yeah, it's my first time driving a Corvette in general, so.
My dad had one 100 years ago, but never, not one of the new ones. I haven't driven a 5, 6, 7, or 8.
So C4?
Huh?
C4, is that like 1970s?
C4 came out in 84.
84, all right.
And there was no 83, and the C3 ended in 82.
Okay. What's your favorite car that you've driven? What do you prefer?
At speed, I love my Mini.
All right.
I've driven a 911 on track,
Okay.
and I was definitely not exploring the limits.
Okay. Was that a base 911 or?
No, it was an
GT3?
old one. I was an old
Okay.
76S.
76. Okay. Before the Widowmaker, huh?
Well, I've driven one of those too, but
Okay.
not only to 130 miles an hour on I-5.
Yeah. I'm sure those earlier ones still like to step out on you too, though, right?
The 7. My dad had a 76, which was the worst one. The lag was the worst.
Mm-hmm.
But he put he had the boost turned up to a full bar. Usually ran at 3/4 of a bar.
Gotcha.
He was dialed up to a bar, and then he put RSR wheels on it. So the turbo,
nice.
the first 930 came with 8s and 9s on it, wide. He put 9s and 11s on it. So the 11s didn't really fit well. They were barely in, but they would get a little bit of wear on the sidewall.
Okay, gotcha.
But my dad raced professionally, so you know, he knew what he was doing.
So that's what you got you into it then?
A long time ago,
Cadillac
yeah.
Sun?
But yeah, he raced professionally in the 70s and the 80s.
Nice.
He was not a professional race driver, but he raced against professionals.
Okay.
And for prize money and stuff like that. And,
but was it always a side gig for him, or was he?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Very impressive, though.
Yeah, no, he
Those levels.
well, he was pretty good. By the time we were done, he was pretty good at a 935, and he was pretty good at a 962.
Once you go Porsche, you never go back, huh?
Well, that's, you know, it's funny because he's always like, he says, I want to finish the race. So, you know, he was a Porsche guy from the minute he started road racing. And when he finally sold his company in 1987 and eventually stopped racing Porsches because he wanted to race more often than they raced. So, anyways, he built several Corvettes that were basically not legal. They were barely vintage legal. Let's see here. Let's pop here.
Probably got to unlock it first. Let me try to do that from here. I'll try to.
There we go. All right, man. Good luck, man.
Yeah, thank you.
You're doing great. Everything we talked about, you're working on.
Good.
It's showing
Good to hear
because you
that
stayed with that Camaro.
Yeah.
And yesterday he
Yeah.
was faster than you.
He definitely was. Yeah.
So good work.
All right. Thank you.